Modification, not elimination, leads to a transformation of your healthiest, fittest, strongest you. I'm Alicia Jones from Alicia Jones Healthy Living, and since 2006, I've helped transform the health and lives of women over 50 through fitness and weight loss strategies. And if there are certain exercises that you have been avoiding, you've completely eliminated from the workout plans that you're doing because they create pain, and not the good pain, the bad pain that gets into the joint or maybe brings up those feelings of an old injury, a bad back, sore shoulders, or ankles that feel stiff, and you're eliminating those exercises, that could be a disaster waiting to happen. A lot of the exercises that we want to eliminate are actually some of the most beneficial to enhance mobility, to create strength around your joints, to alleviate your joint pain and the load that your joints are taking on over time. But I totally get it. If you're feeling bad pain, you're not going to want to do those certain exercises to their full capacity. You've got to modify. So today we're going to talk about some of the most eliminated exercises that should be modified instead in order to enhance your strength and mobility. You're going to continue doing those exercises, but you are going to be pain-free, at least the bad pain. Exercise number one that's often eliminated is the squat. The squat is an exercise that is actually really beneficial to enhance mobility throughout your body. It works every muscle within your body, so you enhance lean muscle more and create more strength. This is what gives you the ability to go from seated to standing with ease. You can fly out of your seat. If you're on the ground playing with the grandbabies, you can stand up with ease. This exercise does not need to be eliminated. It needs to be embraced. But here is how you can modify it if you have pain. You can hold on to an object, hold on to a counter, hold on to the back of a sofa, or hold on to something that is definitely pinned down and is not going to move. When you hold on to this object and then you sit back into the squat position, your weight is displaced. So you're holding on and alleviating the amount of actual pressure on your joint. The exercise becomes easier on the joint, but you can then work through the mobility and strength of the surrounding muscles and structures in your knees, in your back, and in your overall body. Shoulders. Oftentimes you'll see exercises like overhead presses. These can really hurt the shoulder, and in fact, if your shoulder is in improper alignment from a lot of forward motions, typing, driving, holding on to things, you might notice that no matter how much you try and roll your shoulders back and do proper alignment, it still hurts inside of your joints when you do this movement. Eliminating shoulder exercises is actually really detrimental because it is what gives you the potential and power to get proper postural muscles, to reduce injury and pain in your shoulders. So by eliminating them altogether, you might end up getting more kyphotic stance or rolling forward a lot more, and you've got weakness, no strength there, so it's an injury for the shoulder waiting to happen. However, doing overhead motions with heavy weights, of course, is going to be really hard on the joint, especially if it's not aligned. So the goal is to modify your shoulder exercise so that your shoulder is better aligned. For this, doing external and internal shoulder rotations are really beneficial. If you're watching a video that takes those weights overhead, instead place your hands together, elbows stay connected to your side, and do external rotation. This is also known as a friendly waiter. Doing this exercise, you're working all of the back postural exercises and all of the realignment of the shoulder exercises. These muscles often get weak, again, because we pull forward a lot. So by strengthening those muscles that pull us back, it helps realign the shoulder and makes it a lot easier on the shoulder. It reduces your risk of injury and shoulder pain. Love it. Exercises such as push-ups are often eliminated because they're really hard on the wrists, on the ankles, and sometimes even on the core or the back. But the thing is, they are really beneficial. Not only do they work the full body in order to enhance more lean mass overall, in the shoulder section, remember how we talked about how valuable it was to have proper alignment and strength of the postural muscles of the shoulder. The push part actually works a set of muscles known as the serratus muscles. These muscles stabilize your shoulder, not to mention your core muscles that strengthen your back and reduce back pain and injury. But this exercise is often eliminated because it hurts too much on those joints. That's where elevation comes in. Then modification instead of elimination through elevation is key. Instead of doing this exercise on the floor or even on your chair seat, you can always do this exercise against a wall or on something that is higher up. So the next time, before you decide to eliminate an exercise, figure out how you can modify that exercise in order to get all of the great benefits, all of the strength, all of the supporting stabilizer muscle working, postural muscles working, so that you have more energy, mobility, and strength to live your best life. And if you'd like to discover more fitness and nutrition modifications that you may need to make over 50, then join my free masterclass, the 3-phase food and fitness formula every woman over 50 needs to know in order to melt away the midlife midsection, increase your strength, and achieve optimal health. It doesn't need to be hard, and you don't need to feel deprived. The link is in the description. I hope you'll join. See you next time. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel.